I wrote a mystery novel and named the protagonist Viv Moon. I decided to write a blog in the voice of Viv Moon and illustrate it with photographs of the moon. Once I started photographing the moon, I couldn't stop. I have photographed the moon in various phases and moods, standing alone in the sky or interacting with trees or clouds. I like having a reason to relate to the moon. Years ago, when I was an herbalist and a witch, I led rituals on the full moon and the new moon, so I always had a reason to check up on her. But when I went back to being a writer, I lost track of the moon. Our relationship waned. Now, my writing has brought me back to her. I was 22 when I learned that the full moon rises at sunset. I was riding in an airplane. I looked out the window as the plane banked, and I saw first the setting sun on the western horizon, and then the rising moon on the eastern horizon. A few days after another full moon, I found out that the moon rises each day or night an hour later than the day before. I was in India, and I had insomnia. 2 nights in a row, I wandered past rice paddies between 1 and 3 in the morning, wondering why it was so dark. And then I saw the moon rise. I was shocked. Why had no one told me? How could I not have known? I was 49 when I discovered that the full moon rises higher in winter than in summer. I camped out on the northern flank of a mountain on a summer night, and even though the weather was clear and I stayed up late, I never saw the moon. Then I noticed that the full moon, which flooded my yard with light in winter, stayed behind the mountain in summer. This year, I took photos of a waxing half moon at 4:45 on a February evening. 4 hours later, I took more photos. It wasn't until I compared the 2 sets that I realized that the moon, which had been standing with her straight edge vertical, was now reclining. Here is something I like. We all see the same moon.